Whoa, perfectly on time. Look at me go. Look at me go. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing today? For those new here, welcome. Hi, hello. See, you get a double greeting when you get here. Today, we're going to do some fun things because yesterday we were mind blown about the functionality of our slow down and speed up mechanic. Mr. Punctuality himself. That's what they call me. You have Pitbull, who is Mr. Worldwide. And then you have me, who's Mr. Punctuality, and it's an honor to carry that title. Um, I must say though, in the recent few streams, it's been going very well with being punctual, which is excellent. So yeah, so last time we were like super confused, or mostly I was super confused about the slowdown speed up mechanic that we were working on, and like it just wasn't working properly. Like it kind of worked, but like there were some edge cases that were like throwing it off completely. So that didn't work, but I fixed it. I fixed it today. And I'll show you guys in a second. On top of that, I really want to dive into some more stuff because I really think we've got something cool going on here, and I want to test this as soon as possible. And so if you're a developer and you're in here and you're thinking, God, I'm still working, like, I've been working on my prototype for a year or 2 years and I haven't tested with anyone yet, please stop doing that. Please, at the first convenient moment, test it with people. The feedback will be immeasurable in value. And your game will only get better because of it. So that's just a very quick tip that I wanted to throw out there. Please do not spend 2 years on your game making it look all pretty and nice, and then, you know, forget about the fun of it, because mechanics always come first. Always. And there's only a few exceptions to that rule, and those exceptions are things like Stanley Parable, walking simulators, and that's it. That's the only two things. Well, dating sims, maybe. Visual novels, stuff like that. Stuff that doesn't have a lot of mechanics in the first place. But the rest of it, everything else, if your game doesn't fall into walking simulators or dating sims or visual novels, then mechanics come first. Fun comes first. Fun comes before what looks good. It is just a simple truth. Anyway, I shall make a dating sim then. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what you gotta do. That's exactly my advice here. Okay, so again, so the one thing I didn't do yet is the current activity, which is, our current activity is adding new mechanics. Whoa, look at us go. Alright, yeah, so dating sim. So I've actually been thinking about learning how to use Ren'Py, I think that's the one, which sounds awfully close to Senpai. Ren'Py, which is a language that is often used for dating sims and visual novels and stuff like that. And so, yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll make a Christmas dating sim. God, what am I saying? Oh, boy. Okay. But this brings us to our time dilation. Now, well, I'll first show you the end result. So, a left mouse button will slow down, right mouse button is speed up, and respectively the left bar there in the middle of the screen is the slow down meter, and the right bar is the speed up meter, and the little square in the middle is the crosshair. So if I now left click, it slows down, and it speeds up again. And it slows down, speeds up, slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down, blah, 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 you know, that kind of shit. But now if I slow it down and then instantly switch to speeding up, it works. And equally if I slow it back down and then I speed it back up again and then I let go fully, and it doesn't matter which button combination I use, it'll work always in all scenarios. Don't hold me to that. Now why is that? So in the player character, basically nothing has changed. In the trap, however, we've turned this shit into this. Simplicity is always best. And so what I do here, when the event gets called player wants to time dilate, the type of time dilation gets passed through, which is either slow down, speed up, or reset, which is part of a enumeration here that I've made, which is very simple. And based on whichever option is selected, we'll go down a different path and we'll set the play rate we want to go towards. What we do then, we only use one timeline, right? Because whenever we fire play from the start, it'll just reset, which is perfect. Because what we can do then, we can say that the play rate needs to lerp from point A, which is just the current play rate, whatever that is, towards the play rate that we want, this value that we just set over here. So it doesn't matter where we're starting, because the timeline will always work towards the correct value. I don't have to do anything with reversing, with stopping, or stuff like that. and I can just... This is basically the simplest form of this whole system that we could use. Which is just excellent. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the most satisfying thing ever, which is just go, bam, and it's gone. And I compile, and then there's going to be no errors, because I'm a genius, that's why. So now the only thing I just want to do is just move this shit a little wider. When the event is called from the player character blueprint, it passes through the type of time dilation that we want to do. No cursing. Actually wanted to curse in response to that. How many minutes is that again? Is it like 3 minutes? No cursing. What is it? Where is it? Oh, I don't think it actually says for me. So, okay, we'll just say 5 minutes. So that is until 42. Until 42, no cursing. Okay, I can do this. I can absolutely do this. You don't realize how much you curse until someone asks you to not curse. Set the appropriate play rate based on the type of dilation the player is activating. Like that. Because I might want to add animations to the adventurer today. I feel like that might be a fun thing that we can do, which adds just a little bit of extra polish, a little bit of extra juice onto the adventurer, and I feel like it'd be helpful. I really do think so, to kind of get the theme across a bit more. Because I have a nice animation pack that we can use for that, which is the basic moving animation set. So, and I'm pretty confident in our ability to put together the animation blueprint. So, if you want to learn stuff about how to put animation blueprints together, stick around, because we'll get into it. Okay, based on the play rate lerp float value, God, typing. I almost swore there. I almost did it again. Based on the play rate lerp float value, move the current play rate of the axe swinging motion timeline component to the newly set axe motion timeline play rate float value. There we go. Okay, so this is now nicely commented, which means we can place it up here. We still have everything over there, so that's all great stuff. We've got a delay. Okay, so if we just go into Asana for a second, we have fixed this bug, and this cost me, I think, roughly 30 minutes today. After I finished work, I sat down for this and looked at it again, and I was like, this has to be simpler. And, well, lo and behold, we made it simpler, and now it works. Okay. We also have, I am really trying not to swear. This is so hard. Oh god, just like every sentence that I want to end, I normally end it with some kind of swear word. This is painful. Okay. Create UI elements for showing how much speed up and slow down juice you still have. We finished that already. Okay, so something extra I want to do. Add animations to the adventurer character. Let's dive into that, shall we? Let's give it an estimate. So, estimate for this, I think it's only M. I think, mainly because I feel relatively confident today. So, acceptance criteria, and I know that the animation system is pretty well documented. So, yeah, I feel pretty confident. The AI adventurer Um, the AI adventurer has a skeletal mesh, standard UE5 mannequin, which showcases animations for basic movement and hesitation. Stretch goal, a dying animation. Because that'd be cool. If we could have a dying animation, that'd be awesome. I'm just saying. Okay. Okay, so let's close these two. Let's save this. And let's go into here. So what I just have to do, I have to create a new AI folder. And then I need to go into the old AI folder. And I kind of have to copy everything over. Ouch. That's not fun. Actually, I think for the animations, we can do it in the main one. And hope that it's okay. Yeah, we'll have to hope it's okay. Alright. Okay, so we're going to open up the main character. The AI main character, I mean. Okay, and then I believe I don't have anything because I don't think this project has starter content, does it? It does not. It does have temp content, whatever that is. Okay. But I can import it. Come on. Import to game. Oh, I have to do it differently. How did I do that again? It's not project settings. It's... Oh, hold on. Something we do want to do. In plugins, you want to disable... Oh, okay. So normally, Steam VR or Oculus VR are both ticked. You want to turn that off. Because if someone has the SDKs installed for this on their machine, it's going to open up Oculus VR and Steam VR, which you just don't want to do. Oh, yeah, it's 43. I can finally fucking swear again. Christ me. Whew. That was tough. Oh, man. Can't believe that was that tough. That shouldn't have been that tough. We all learned something today, which is that I swear too much. Hey, we do have starter content. I knew it. Where is my... It's not props. It's not shapes. Huh? Hang on. Yeah, it's not materials. Props. Nope. That's just that stuff. Just publish flowers and rainbows. No swearing on this channel. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, I guess I don't have the basic UE5 mannequin. I'm just gonna check if there's a way to still get that. Come on. Oh yeah, we already... Did we have the October free content? Here we do, yeah. UE5... UE56. Mannequin. How do you feel about NVIDIA RTX 4090 price point of 2,500 euros? So, yeah, I was actually waiting for that. 2,500 euros? I thought it was going to go for $1,600 in the US. How in the world is it 2,500 euros then? That is insane. Because I was thinking of getting a 4080 in a few months from now. But if the 4090 is 2,500, then there's no way I can afford the 4080. I'll have to go for like a 3080 Ti. Taxes and lower euro value. Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but 2,500 euros. Damn. That is a lot. That is a lot. I'll have to go for like a 3080 Ti, and I'm saying that as if it's a bad thing. That's still great. Because I actually found out the other day, because I was an idiot when I built this PC, the very first PC I bought had a GTX 1080 from NVIDIA. And as for the CPU, I had like an i7 4790K. Turns out that the AMD stuff I have in here, which is for the CPU, is the AMD Ryzen 9 3900X. and the GPU is an AMD 5700 XT. I thought these were like way newer, so they must be way faster. Great stuff. Turns out that the CPU is only 5% faster than the CPU which I bought in 2014, and the CPU came out in 2019, so... And it turns out that the graphics card is 1% slower than the 1080, which came out in like 2013. And this graphics card came out in like 2020, or 2019, and the 2019. So, I was so stupid. I was so stupid when I bought this. How to import the UE5 mannequin. Okay, hang on. Oh, okay. You want to just migrate stuff. That seems wacky. Hang on. Reddit will save me. It's a microdisc from page to another. Read this. Oh. Okay, so yeah, it's just migration. That is really the only way you can do it. 4090 also needs a 1000-watt power supply. Yeah, I heard about that. I watched Linus's tech tips video on the 4090, and damn. For those with a like a variable energy contract where like the price can raise up and down and whatever, you definitely don't want to get the 4090 if you like your wallet. Also for the purchase price, but also because of the power increase that you're gonna see. This doesn't have it. I need to make a new project. I'm not swearing. I'm just gonna keep it up. I'm just gonna keep up the not swearing. Right, third person. That's what I need. Starter content. Yes, please. Quality preset. Whatever. Boom. So yeah, so I'm basically working on a GPU that is somehow worse than the 1080 was. So even if I got like even if I got the 2090 or the 2080, it would be like 20% faster than what I have now. And like the 2080 costs, I think, a few hundred euros. I think 400 or 500 euros, which, you know, for our GPU nowadays, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But then I want to go future-proof, so I might as well go for like the 3080 Ti or the 3090, and spend a little bit more, because the 3090 is still not too bad. It's like 1100 euros if I save up for that then. And if I get sick Twitch dollars, then, you know, that works. Third person, blueprints. It's not what I'm looking for. Third person characters, here we go. Mannequins. Meshes. Here we go. Oh, they've got female and male characters. Well, we got Dave, so we'll do Dave, won't we? This is a skeleton, this is a skeletal mesh, so we need those two things. We'll take the lot settings across. And then... I have no idea if this is gonna work. I don't think that works, does it? No, it doesn't. I just want to take a look at rigs real quick. Oh, don't crash. Please don't crash. God, that's scary. Yeah, they've really overhauled the animation system, which is super awesome. They've got like post-processing stuff and everything. Okay, so I don't actually think that I need most of these. Unless the way they've set this up is that they're merging certain poses together. Yeah, they are. They are. This is all control rig stuff. Oh, this is a little more difficult than it normally would be. Yeah. Hey, Prestige BR. Thanks so much for the follow, buddy. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is all control rig stuff. Do they have... Because then I might as well do the UE4 mannequin. Because even though control rigs are super awesome... what's up, dude? Even though control rigs are super awesome, I don't feel confident enough yet that I can implement it. And I want to avoid me just smashing stuff together for like the next hour and not being able to show you guys anything useful, right? So for now, let us go into Mannequin UE4, which still has normal animations, yeah. But all I really need is the mesh, which is these three. So let's migrate those. Where is it? Asset actions, migrate. Whoa! Yes, I want all of this, please. What you're working on? I am working at the moment. Let me just quickly start the migration process. Sorry, 1 second. Where is it? Here it is. Content. Select folder. Migration successful. Perfect. All right. Open project. Where is it? This one. Open. So what we're working on? We're working at the moment on a action-adventure puzzle game where you are a ghost or like a spirit that needs to help this adventurer who is looking for an artifact or something, whatever the narrative is going to be, help this adventurer to stop them from dying. And so at the moment we're very heavily in the prototyping process to try and find out, okay, which mechanics are fun, which core loop is fun, and then once that's done, and we have determined after a few testing rounds that this is like a commercially viable product, we would go in, we would refactor a bunch of stuff, and we would start making it actually really pretty, and and then ultimately sell it. So that's currently what we're working on. Yeah, we're currently on, this is technically speaking version 1.3, so it's like the third-ish prototype, because we have one other prototype that's currently running, so we'll see how that goes. And to show you a little bit of what that means, so you see a trap here, and we can slow that trap down if I get close enough. We can slow it down, or we can speed it up in case we want to do that, and we can kind of like stop it in certain places and kind of like decide. But there's only so much we can do. If we run out of juices, as you can see by the progress bars, it'll just continue again, right? So that's kind of what we're working on. And then ultimately, the adventurer can't right now because there's no hole on the wall, but they'll walk in here and they'll walk towards the other end. So that's kind of, don't worry about that. It's fine. I promise it's fine. So that's currently what we're doing. Now, in order to speed this up a little bit, let me do this. Let me put this at the bottom. And this as well. There we go. And then we just want to go into geometry. We want to grab a box. And we want to make this box subtractive instead of additive, which means that it's going to create holes for those that have not played around with this functionality yet. So we're just going to move it down to where our door is. And we're going to just slightly put this in the middle, kind of like that. Yeah, it's roughly in the middle. Then on the Y, let's reduce that a little bit. So that's kind of like the width of the door. Kind of like that, a little wider, because you don't want to go too cheap on that. Well, as you can see, we don't need this much on the X. We can really reduce that. And then on the Z, let's increase that. Let's increase it to 250, because I think that's just not enough. Let's increase to 300. There we go. Okay. Now I believe if I choose to just grab the door, yeah, there's a hole now, which is perfect. All right, perfect. Is there anything you're working on, Prestige? Is there anything? Are you a developer yourself? Are you a player or? All right. So now, if I'm correct, bonk, bonk. All right, there's Dave. All right, Dave. Dave's not going to go anywhere because there's no goal location. So let's add that. Level functionality. BP adventure destination. Like that. All right. And then this one needs to be dragged in. And then just for adventure path, this one, we just want to make sure. I guess I'm a solely indie dev turned student trying to make a switch to AAA. Hey, nice. Is there anything you want me to take a look at? Because I'd be more than happy to. Alright, let's pull this out all the way to the front. Like that. Beautiful. Love how that works. I'm working on my next title in between assignments though. Awesome. Which, if you don't mind me asking, and if you do mind, just don't answer. That's totally fine. Which university are you studying at, or college, or whatever? Because there's a good chance that I have a slight feeling that you might be going to the university that I used to go to. Oh yeah, links get blocked by chat. Sorry. If you whisper them to me through Twitch, either that or if you find it easier, Discord also works. If you want to do that. Not required though. The Twitch whispers also work perfectly fine. It's up to you. Alright, so that's done. We have that. I think that is everything that the AI needs. Playground Squad in Sweden. Oh, okay. So I don't actually know that one. But I do know that Sweden has really made a big jump in the last few years in producing really high quality AAA devs. So I think you're in the right hands. I'm going to take a good guess and say that you're in the right hands. I don't know how to whisper, but it's prestigious dot. Okay, alright, cool. Perfect. I'm just gonna take that up here. And then hope I get this right. Hey, that worked. Excellent. Very good. Alright, Andre Valand. It's nice to meet you, Andre. Indie games UI UX designer. Oh, I love UI UX designers. You can instantly tell as well that the website looks good. That is such a UI UX designer thing. Oh, excellent. Here we go. Boom Bears. Boom is a cute and fun stream game for Twitch chat. Let your viewers find it on stream with the intention of being a content creation to for live streamers to play games with their viewers through chat input on Twitch.tv. Let's take a look at this. This sounds excellent. Christ. Oh, wow, okay.
Here they go. Oh no, Zodrek fell off.
Oh.
I fell off.
Oh, very cool. And this is all made in Unreal? Oh, that's really cool.
I've got no hearts. I'm dead. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
die.
Unreal. Yeah, awesome. That is so cool.
Dead in the massacre.
So people send a message to join. Also, nice video. Yeah, I can really tell you're a UI UX designer. That's excellent. That is very cool. That was a good trailer too. Very good. Okay, this is really awesome. So you've had no AAA jobs before, right? This is really nice. Reminds me a little bit of Fall Guys type UI. Very colorful, very playful. Almost like game show style. Very cool. And let's see, what else did you have? Also, let me start up the music again. There we go. More of these Unreal heretics. Jugger, get out of here. Get out of here. No, there's a slightly increase, but nothing big. Gotcha. Well, Boom Bears alone looks incredible. Definitely looks like the type of stuff that AAA studios are looking for people that can do everything from start to finish, because it makes you immensely valuable. I suppose the only piece of feedback I have, it's not really feedback, it's more advice. When you apply somewhere, I would not recommend saying, well, okay, it depends. So normally, what I see a lot in recent applications, because I've been included in the application process now for the company I work at, and what I see a lot in some applications is that people will say, oh, I'm applying for this and this role. And then they'll say, but I can also do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and I'd be a great fit for this role. And I'm like, don't tell me that. I'm looking for, I don't know, a senior engine programmer. And this guy's telling me he can also do testing. And I'm like, I'm sure you can, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone that's dedicated to this position that I'm trying to hire for. So I think it's good to show on your portfolio that you've done everything from start to finish. I think that is excellent. I would highly recommend that, especially if your portfolio looks this good. But in your like cover letter or in your CV or wherever you want to put it, make sure that you're really gunning for the job that you want. Because I've seen it too often now in recent times where someone applies for producer and they say, oh, but I can also be a game designer, I can also be a tester. I'm like, no, I'm looking for a producer. Yeah, exactly. Take this stuff for the job. Absolutely. But don't forget to include stuff like, for Boom Bears, I did everything from start to finish. Make sure to include that because that makes you more interesting in that way. Like, you'll still do the job that you get hired for, but when required, you have knowledge in all these different areas. And that's the moneymaker, right? Or at least in my opinion, that's the moneymaker. Utilities. Here we go. Oh, nice. Nice, this is really cool. For each map. Oh, nice, a map loop. Hell yeah. Right. Nice. This is really awesome. This is really cool stuff. Yeah, very cool. This one's ironic because I got RSI, so I can't use oh man, that is irony if I've ever seen it. Christ, and good luck with the RSI, buddy. I know how painful it can be. 7-Day Game Jam, Nico the Fox, very cool. Insanium, very cool. And graphics design, yeah. Yeah. Slope Crashers. Nice. Yeah, really minimalistic UI, or at least, well, no, it's not minimalistic, but it's perfectly enough. It has everything you need. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Very nice. Cool stuff. How many years of experience do you have in UI UX, but also just in general development? Just when did you start learning? Is my question. Yeah, awesome. The epic way, nice. You have a really cool portfolio, my dude. You have a really cool portfolio. Congrats on that. I don't see that very often. That looks really awesome. Alright, let's open up this door. Alright, go on, Dave. You can do it. Come on, Dave. Dave says no. Why does Dave say no? Here we go. Oh. No, this is something else. What is this? Oh, so this gets called too soon? Simple enough. There we go. After about 8 years, but a lot of it was just off and on hobby stuff, so programming and messing with Photoshop when I was 13. Nice, dude. That is really awesome. So obviously so I think if you want any career advice from me, and again, feel free to just not take any of it, that's totally fine. You're both in a great position with one tiny drawback, I think, but I think that can be negated really easily. So the great thing you have is that you're clearly talented, right? You clearly know what you're doing. And even though there's still lots you can learn, there's still, you know, with the right mentors, there's still plenty that you can do. But you have very good portfolio work, which is amazing. The only thing is obviously that you don't have any AAA experience. However, that doesn't matter too much. Because, hey, Porridge, how you doing, buddy? Because we are absolutely 100% starving for more AAA people. Not in every discipline, like especially for testers, it's always been an oversaturated market, and there's too much. But for producers, for programmers, and in some cases for artists, there is just not enough good people. There just isn't. How come it's been a long day? Tell me about it. Yeah, so in that area, depending on what you're looking for, And I don't think you're looking for production necessarily, but if you're looking for programming or for UI UX in terms of design or art, there is just not enough people. So we have to do a 6-month internship through school, which is one of the main reasons I'm in school. I'm hoping that will help me a bit. It'll definitely help. I don't know if you already have companies in mind, but if you don't, I could definitely recommend a few. And I'd be more than happy when the time comes. I don't know if it's already this year or next year or whenever. I'm more than happy to share any connections I have when the time comes. I'd love to do that. Okay, so valid is valid here. So that should fix the issue we saw just now. Now, I believe we have a slight issue because inside of our AI blueprint, more specifically our behavior tree, I want to check it here, has the door opened, which is inside of the adventure controller. The adventure controller has a value called has door been opened. Find references, to which we find no references. Huh? Let's dive into our level functionality BP door. Oops, can I... Oh, hello. Hello, door. Will you open up? Yeah, for sure. It's next year, but that would be very helpful. Thank you so much for feedback. Yeah, no worries. Porridge, you know exactly what I'm working on. Why does my door not want to open? Oh, because I am being stupid. It has opened. Hang on. There we go. It has absolutely opened. It's just hidden. Alright, let's move these over here. There we go. Oh, it seems that I've lost sound and you guys have as well. Okay, let's have a look-see. There we go. There we go. Oh, okay, Porridge. You have a great evening, yeah? Try to rest up. Oh, a long day of traveling. Alright, good luck, buddy. Stay safe. Yeah, good luck, man. Let me know. Alright. Yeah, best of luck, buddy. Door. Right, door. So we set it here. Do we also set it? Yes, we do set it in here. So, because we now have 2 doors in the level, I'm just wondering if this is functioning properly. It's on. It is. So why won't Dave move? Dave. Oh, he does. He does want to move. He just has no location to move to? Can we check what's going on here? This one. So he's not died. Great. He hasn't hesitated, or he has hesitated, so that's true. But then he's saying he's not close enough. Oh, right. Oh, I got it. We just gotta basically pull this back. And then this one we gotta pull forward. Now, there might be an inherent issue here, maybe, that I'm thinking of already, but let's pull this back a little more, actually. Let's make sure there's no mistake there. But let's find out, shall we? So let's try that again. Come on, unlock. There we go. Come on, buddy boy. Start moving. So, for some reason, it still says no. Tries to use destination location vector. Oopsie, I didn't. I haven't commented any of this stuff. Good. Good practices. So this is currently not the case. Because of a reason. And I believe the reason for that is, in fact... Yeah. I think the reason for that this is like a reverse Death Run type of game, like instead of being the guy trying to kill the others. Yes, that is exactly what it is. That is a great way to describe it. Absolutely. So, I don't think this is the issue, but let's try it anyway, because we didn't do this in the last one, so I don't think this is the issue. Come on, Dave. Let me just double check that that we're showing. Oh, he can't get through. And he can't get through because... Where's door? Du, 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 du. I know why. The navigation mesh needs to have the rebuilding on. Where is it? Where is it? No, this is somewhere. This is level streaming. Where is this setting again? We fixed this in the other level. Hang on, let me open up the other level. Ah, shit. Wrong level. If you make kind of effect navigation false, you'll be able to pass through the door no matter if that's what you want. So, no, that's not necessarily what we want. There is a setting on the navmesh object which allows it to rebuild in real time. But I'm just trying to find where it was. And I can't seem to find it anymore. Oh yeah. Yeah, but is it let's find out. You have you have very good knowledge. Nah, this is first reload and load, which is not what we want to do. Hang on, because I googled this the other day. Not the other day, like I think 2 weeks ago. Update nav mesh in real time. UE5. Yep, cool. So tutorial. I don't like video tutorials. I need to just have a text-based thing. This is strange. We had this the other day. No, this is not it. Okay, it is somewhere. It is somewhere. We've done this before. Because for some reason it is not. We'll set all that to on, and this as well. This will not solve it, but it's worth a shot. Wrong level. Yep, sure save. Wrong level. This one. Super runtime generation dynamic and project settings. Right. Project settings. Runtime generation. Ah. Let's go full dynamic. Then I don't know why it worked earlier. I'm like 90%. Yeah, I think you're right as well, but I'm not sure why it worked earlier then. Alright, go on, Dave. Show us that it works. Oh, shit. Wrong button. There we go. And then that one, and then shift, and... Yeah, because it has actually updated the thing we needed it to update, so you are right. But Dave is still not moving. Dave has decided that it's still a no. And why is that? Why does Dave not want to move? So he checks when the main character is close enough to destination location vector. Now I believe... Oh, I know why. I know why. It is inside of the game mode. Because in here... hang on. Yeah, it's trying to get information from the main game mode. And it obviously can't do that because we're not running the main game mode at the moment. That's a little sucky. Yep, that is a little sucky. Because instead of here, we're saying set destination location. And I believe that this will not receive anything. Oops. It'll compile and play. Because we're using a different game mode for this. Yeah, it's not receiving anything. And it's because the event that I'm looking for doesn't exist here. Set destination location. Unless that's the last thing that I can think of. It is because level functionality, adventure path. So it's adding it all to the array in here. But that is all coming from the GM main game mode. Yeah, which is not what we're using. Ouch. That hurts. Because that introduces some problems. Quite a few problems. That introduces a few problems. How am I gonna change that? I'd have to duplicate this and then replace the references because I think I can replace this with something else. I can't do that. No, you can't replace individual nodes. Damn. Ouch. Okay. Alright. Okay. We've had the pain. Now it's constructive mode time. How are we going to fix this? Okay. Let's go in here. Let's create a new folder called level functionality. And then we're going to go to this one and we're going to grab this and copy it over. Advanced copy over. Yes. Oh, actually cancel. It didn't copy it, right? No, it didn't. Okay. We'll do a normal copy instead. So we need that one. And we'll need this one. Like that. Copy here. Hey, Starberry. How are we doing? What we're working on? We're doing well. We're working on a new version of the prototype we've been working on for a little while now, which is where you have to save the adventurer. And in this version... Oh, balls. It's fine. Okay. In this version, you can slow down the trap, or you can speed it up to big speed. And we have these nice little progress bars that show us how much power we have left for each respective power. And you do this with left click and right click, so that's really awesome. And the level is going to be much more linear. We got some big freaking door, thanks. And on top of that, we also made the levels a lot more linear because we got some feedback on the previous prototype from some friends. They were saying that the core loop was too long, like there was too much to remember. So instead, we're going to do it through stages, basically. So that's where we're making something a little bit different. And we got all that working. We just need Dave to start moving again, and at the moment, he's not. For a few different reasons. Oh, but that also means I need to do it for the AI and everything. God, that hurts so much. Alright. Copy here, please. Alright, let's first go into... Let's just tackle it one blueprint at a time, and then we'll be through it in no time. 5 minutes, tops. Alright. Let's take a look-see. Okay, this is old stuff. Where's the error? Okay, it's saying self. It can't do that because it's trying to go to game instant. Yeah, we can't delete this. We're gonna need to make a copy of the game instance as well. I was hoping to avoid this, but if you make shitty systems at the start, you're gonna make shitty systems at the end. Hang on, I need to rename that. Time dilation game instance. There we go. And then we can go in here and we can basically say, oh man, cast to GI time dilation game instance. We'll make this a pure cast because we really don't need it to be impure. We just gotta have to change this to GI time dilation. Change variable type. Thank you. And then this one, and then that one. Oops. Oh, hang on. Set adventurer path object reference. And then we can put self in here. Nope, we can't. So we need to basically refresh everything. Get reference to self. Oh, because I love everything about this. This is such a shit system that I've set up. And I can't do this yet either because I have to rename this guy. Take this tip from me, guys. Don't make shit systems. That's all I can say at the moment. BP, time dilation, adventure path. Yep, this is now wrong because we need this to also be BP, time dilation. There we go. So you don't have to change up the implementation structure. Oh, hang on. Could you use inheritance here? If it's data that's shared between game modes, you could make a master class that both your GMs inherit from that has that property you need in it. Yes. I could indeed do that. But to be completely honest with you, I am not entirely sure how. Would I make one game mode and then make children of that game mode? Is that how I would do it? Oh, this is the co-op. This is the one person trying to keep the other person. Yeah, so this is the one person trying to keep the other person from dying. At the moment, it's not co-op, mainly because that would add a whole nother layer of networking on top, which would be pretty insane. You can reprint your existing games from its class settings. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna... Hold on, I should check this message real quick. Alright, we can actually have a bit of a longer stream today. I didn't actually think of that. But that's awesome. Cool. So you should make a new one that holds shared properties and repairing your existing ones to the new one. Yeah. Adventure path. Yes, I could indeed do that. So, okay, hang on. So you make a new one that holds shared properties and then reparent your existing ones to the new one. Right. That would work, wouldn't it? So if I were to make a game mode base, call it GM Master Game Mode. Oops. Which opens up here. Just save this, and in a second. And then you're basically saying, okay, this game mode inside of the class settings, parent class is the GM Master. This is what you're saying, right? And then I can store basically everything that I need shared between game modes. I can put in this one, because then I can always access it. Okay, but can I then, that's my last question, can I then, if I go in here, for example, just for the example, if I want to cast to GM time dilation game mode, right, which is basically the inherited game mode, can I then still reference get game mode? I think it's your game modes to master game modes to get those properties, and every child will successfully cast to it. Right. Because can I then do this, or would I need to cast to GM master game mode, get game mode on this one, and then do that? I can still do that. Okay, alright, awesome. Yeah, is it because this one gets from whichever game mode is active in the level we're in? Is that why? This is actually really smart. I really appreciate the feedback here, because this makes it seemingly, or at least I think, a lot easier. Yeah, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. Let's do that, because that really saves a lot of time and effort. Yeah, and a caster just asks a class if it's parent or child class over every cast to, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thanks so much. Okay, so what I could do here then... So yeah, so I've already done that. So basically, all I need to do in this one is... That means I can remove my entire game instance bullshit. Because I always thought that I had to use a game instance to carry stuff across. But if I can just use the master game mode... But will the master game mode then be active during runtime? I guess there's a good way to figure out if that's the case. Set reference to BP adventure path. No, it's more of a way of getting data. Right. Okay. Then I would have to do it differently, wouldn't I? So how would I then set references to my individual blueprints and such inside of this? Because I know I can't do it this way. This. I know if I compile this, it won't allow me to pick anything, because obviously you can't do it that way. If the master has a property, every child has those properties too. Oh. Right. Oh, so I just save this here, but I set it inside of the individual, in the like child game modes, because now I can basically say set adventure path. Yeah. Okay. All right. That clicked. All right. Okay. So this is purely just data storage. There is nothing else we're doing here, because this is never active during runtime. Which is perfectly fine. And then you can access them without needing to hard code what game mode it is. Yeah, that is perfect. That is very good. Thanks so much for that. But it does mean that I would have to create the custom events inside of each of the game modes, right? If I wanna say custom events, set reference to adventure path. Then I would need an input that holds ref adventure path, which is BP adventure path. This one, and I could then say set ref adventure, so ref adventure path. You can make custom events in the match too. Oh. Every child's taking a parent plus child, so whatever you put in the match exists in every child. Right. Right. So I'm going to be 100% honest with you, right? Because this is the beauty of streaming game development and working together on this kind of stuff. I never fully understood parent-child relationships between blueprints. I never really fully... It never clicked to me like it's clicking today. So you are a legend, that is for sure. And I mean, for the sake of that, I think... Can I do that? Can I? Yes, I can. Can I? How is that gonna work? How is this gonna work? All right, hang on. I'm just quickly doing something. Yes. All right, excellent. It's opening on the right screen. Good. I don't want to show this on the stream screen. Yes, that is perfect. Alright, I think this is going to work. I hope this is going to work. Come on. What? Okay. Has this now worked? Oh, I hate Twitch's UI. It's so bad. Just let me do this. God, Jesus. I am... Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on. Hang on. This is so stupid. I need to check something now. Twitch. If only you understood how to share information with people. If only. Oh, cool. Okay, I need to do that. Okay, so it says it works. So, Prestige, just to loop you in on what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to gift you a month subscription to the channel. And I want to say that it worked. Like, my PayPal is saying that it worked. Because my PayPal has deducted money. So that's how I know that it has worked. But I have no idea if you can see it anywhere. I don't know if it's even visible on mobile. I have no idea. I hope it worked. If it didn't work, let me know. Because I'm happy to give that to you. Because you're being super helpful. I really appreciate this so much. Let's see. You can also on the left side of the beepitter, and there might be click the cog on the top left of that enable show inherited variable, so you can see the parent is in your children. Makes it easier. Oh, excellent. In the little cog, show inherited variables. Variables. Sorry, not valuables. Variables. I don't see anything, but thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know. Because it's gone off on my PayPal. At least I've got the email saying, oh no, this is something else. This is for €1. Are they trying to verify that I'm a real person? Twitch, I'm an affiliate. What the hell? Oh, Twitch. You funky company. Alright, well, I've clicked the button like 6 times now in fear of doing it wrong and buying you 6 gifted subscriptions, which seems a little overkill. Yeah, I mean, still, I really appreciate it, dude. I really do. Alright, I also see we got an email from someone saying they want us to stream their game, so that's always interesting. We might divulge into that in a little bit later, which is going to be interesting. Okay, it's likely a scam. We'll find out. So, what I can do, right, to get back to beautiful... oh no, I needed that. Beautiful inheritance shenanigans. Set reference to BP adventure path. And then in here, I can say ref adventure path. I'm doing this in the right game mode. I am. And I can grab BP adventure path. Like that. Now I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm going to go in here. And I'm going to grab set reference. Okay. So this node. Yeah. This node then tries to set that value inside of the parent, right? So that in the parent, it's available for other game modes. Correct? Am I understanding that correctly? If I've coded your masters, the orange node will run that code. Right. But I don't have any code in my masters. Okay, I don't need to... Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. So yeah, I don't need that. Okay. All I'm really doing... I'm still saving the variable inside of here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay. So now I can grab this, and I can set this up like that. Excellent. And now if I go into my adventure path blueprint, I can instead... So instead of casting all this shit to the game instance, and this is going to be a little bit of a destructive workflow, which is okay with me. Cast to GM master. No, I'm not casting to master. I'm casting to... Wait, am I casting to master? But if this is a shared value you want, and it works the same everywhere, you could just put the code in the master to avoid duplicate code. But if it's easier not to, then don't worry. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I don't want to cast to master because master is not active during runtime, so I can't do that. But then if I cast this to the specified blueprint, to the specified game mode, then that loses the value, no? It is both at the same time. So if I set the value in the child... Oh, because it's a value in the master. Yeah. Yeah, because because the value isn't in the child blueprint. The value is in the master blueprint, the master game mode. Wait, but then... Okay, so hang on. So let's run through this. So on begin play, we want to set a reference. We want the reference to this blueprint to be set in the active game mode. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little confusing to wrap my head around. But I know that as soon as we do, it's gonna click and we'll have a great time setting all this up. But I'm just having to think. Because, and correct me if I'm wrong here, if I now cast to this game mode, and I get game mode, and this is a success, so we know it exists, and then we say set reference to BP adventure path, and we add a reference, reference to self. Oh no, hold on. Get reference to self. What, am I in the right? Oh, hang on, I'm in the wrong goddamn blueprint. This one. But this is not the wrong one. I want to go into... I want to delete this one, basically. Force delete. And then I want to go into the initial one. This one. Making a child class is kind of like telling this class to copy and paste everything from the parent into the child in a way, because it's technically both a GM master and GM child at the same time, right? So if I go in here, and I basically take all this out, and I paste this in, there we go. So if I do this, will this then set the value inside of the master? Or not? Because if it doesn't, if it doesn't, then it means that we still... this feels wrong. It says the value inside this, but if the value exists on the master, you can cast to the master and get the value set here. Yeah. Yeah, because that's really what I want. I really just want to set it in the master. Yeah. But I can't set this, like, I can't cast to GM master game mode. I can't do that. I can't do this, right? Because the master game mode's not active during runtime. So this will return an error. We can test this actually. Play editor. Cool. This is what I want to do. Okay. Alright, I'm listening. I really appreciate all the help. You're being awesome. You're being so cool. Okay. Okay. Interesting email that we got. I don't want to... I want to bully this out for a second. I'm also surprised that it didn't call for an error, to be honest. But we might actually be able to check that a bit better by adding a print string to the false. Oh no, it's not false. It is succeeding. Oh, it's succeeding because the master exists through the child. The parent exists through the child. So even though GM master game mode won't run any code that is inside that game mode. Yeah, so we can't run any code inside the master game mode because it's not active. However, because its child is active, we can access the data inside of master game mode because it's inheriting from it. Aha. Okay. Okay. Excellent. I think that's it, right? That's the click, right? Did I explain that right just now? Because if that's the case, then I get it. Then I can basically just cast to GM Master Game Mode constantly, save all my data there, and then I can always call upon it by casting to, or not even casting, I can just call to the game mode, and it'll just be, you can have code in the master and run the code because it exists. Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, this is excellent, actually. This is really fucking cool. But oh, yes, you are correct. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, that has clicked now. Actually, has it clicked? So, okay, so... we casted a master game mode. In the master game mode, we set the reference, because we know we can. because it exists because the child exists. And then whenever we need data from the master, we can basically just grab it through get game mode. We don't even need to cast anymore. We can just get game mode. Yeah, we don't need to cast anything anymore. We can just call everything from the get game mode. You're correct. Just make sure you use the variables from the master. When setting, you mean. Because when getting, it just reads and it won't change anything. Or at least, not to my knowledge. And to get it, you have to cast get game mode to master, but otherwise, right. Okay. You have to cast get game mode. Yeah. So I only need to do this node. I don't need to check. I don't need to cast the actual blueprint, which you don't have duplicate variables with. Yeah. Well, I could. No, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Oh man, this is gonna make my life so much easier. It means I no longer have to copy stuff over. I can just do it this way. It means a bit of a rework right now, which, you know, fine. That's fine, because this is actually basically just a copy paste almost. And all I need is just to check this adventure destination. So inside of master game mode. Okay, so the only thing I just got to do now is just make sure that I do set it in here, because else it's still going to return empty, right? Yeah, and here's just make life a lot easier. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I've always wondered how to properly do it, but I guess I just never really bothered, because it was kind of working what I was doing until I ran into edge cases like this, which is actually not really an edge case, where I want to do multiple different game modes, and I need a way to still have certain blueprints just be the same regardless of game mode. So yeah, excellent. Set reference to BP adventure destination, and to that we add an input called ref adventure destination. A very common example is a BP interact master has an event interact that is nothing, but all interactions are a child of this, and you can always cast them to interact master and then call interact function, and never know if it's a door or a light switch. But all interactables are child of this, and you can always cast them to interact master and call interact function, and never know if it's a door. Yeah. So then, regardless of which object you're trying to interact with, it'll always you're basically only casting to the master to get the information of that object, kind of like how you use an interface. Yeah, I'm familiar with interfaces. Yeah, and I've used interfaces in cases like this before, where I was like, okay, I don't really know how I can get this data to be shared properly, so I'll choose interfaces and create like interesting interface chains almost, to try and get all the information. Promote the variable, perfect. There we go. Okay, so that one's set. Then I just need to go in here and just grab set destination, and then reference. Nope. Why won't it allow me to get reference to self? There we go. Adventure destination. Adventure destination. Oh, nope. This is what happens when you have nearly identical names for blueprints. Destination. Oh no, I've got two. Hang on. It's because I copied it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Force delete. Get it out of my sight. Oh no, Unreal didn't like that. Unreal doesn't like, yeah. Don't delete a file that you have open. Excellent. I realized that as soon as the little tab disappeared, I was like, I wonder what happened. Yeah, no wonder Unreal doesn't like that. Oh, God. Would like to restore from the autosaves? Yeah. I'm saying a careful yes. Careful yes. Alright, here we go. Oh, don't open it all separately. Yeah, bastard. Okay. Okay, now what I gotta do is, yeah, there's actually nothing in here, so we can delete this folder. And then, let's see. So for, just to avoid any type of confusion, let's take all of these and delete all of them. Delete. And delete this goddamn folder. And I could even do the same for the player character, for the player controller, for, well, for the AI, I guess I don't need to. Because it only, yeah, because the AI stays the same everywhere, or at least right now. I don't have any specific changes to any specific game mode for AI, but when I would, I could do the same thing for AI. Okay, excellent. This is cool. This is cool. I love inheritance. Also the money kind, but also the blueprinting kind. Alright, where is my master game mode? So now, adventure, I can't spell, adventure destination, there we go. And this is the same. Oh no, it's not. BP, adventure destination, change variable type, there we go. Oh, almost. There we go. Okay, and then I can go into the actual level functionality, adventure destination, and then all the way up here, instead references, I can delete this, and I can instead grab, not in door, adventure path, I can grab this, copy it over. Sometimes we run into stuff where you need something specific on the child class that you don't have on the master because it's level specific or something. In which case you just have to code some level specific code just as an FY. Yeah, and I think that's fine. But then regardless of that, even if that is the case, you see like this will give you ways. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because then if there is child specific code that I want to run, but I can't easily get a reference to that child, then that doesn't matter anymore because I can just call for the parent, which I know will exist as well. So in that way, yeah, a lot less headache. Set reference to adventure destination. Get reference to self. There we go. Ah, this is excellent. This is very good. Okay. So no longer the game instance BP. This is the GM master game mode. And I gotta do the same inside of the adventure path one. Oh, I haven't even commented this one. Set reference to the GM master game mode BP. Oops. There we go. That is very awesome. Okay, now I kind of forgot how we got into this conversation in the first place. It has something to do with AI. Because of the references to the destination or something. I can't remember. I'll have to look into it again in a second. And then as soon as that's fixed, we'll do animations, I promise. I said we're going to do animations, we're going to do animations today. Okie dokie. Okie croaky. Alright. Okay, so I'm no longer using this functionality. So I'm not using this functionality either anymore. So I don't know why the hell it's still here. Get out of here. If it breaks, we'll find out. Simple. That's the most destructive way to do it. It's because you were getting an error for casting into the wrong game mode, and then you start duplicating everything because in one level the game was different. Right. Yes, that was exactly it. You're right. Okay. So, with that in mind, and I don't need to do this now. I can just delete that because I'm setting the information inside of the master game mode. which is perfectly fine. And I can basically do that for everything. Hang on, let's create a separate event graph for setting references to everything. Because that's the greatest thing in my opinion, and this is probably fully intended and I'm just an idiot for realizing now. That is the greatest thing about the game mode. It is never a hassle to get a reference to a game mode, or at least I haven't run into a situation where it was impossible to get a reference to the game mode. It is such a surefire way of retrieving information specific to game states, to game statistics, to any other kind of information, but also for just general actor BPs that are in a scene they can't individually reference just by themselves. It is impossible if you're doing online. Well, that's a whole nother beast. That's networking. I'm not touching networking with a 10-foot stick at the moment. I'm staying well away from that. Only for now. We'll get to that at some point, but for now, I'm staying far away. I hate putting logic there because of this. Game mode only exists on server. Right, but couldn't you then... Well, I guess you don't want to constantly cast to the server, right? Because that's going to create a bunch of networking overhead. And then I guess mismatches might start to happen between clients and server. If different clients have different internet speeds and don't process information at the same speed or don't receive it at the same time. Yeah, like I said, networking is not something I'm ready for just yet. I'm already very happy we got the AI working. AI was a tough beast to slay, to kind of like understand. Yeah, I'd have to make the client ask the server to get data from game mode and then make the server tell the client what the data was. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, that seems a little double. Yeah, exactly. Okay, alright. So nothing has broken here yet, so let's clean that up. There we go. So we have goal point locations, which is good, which is what we want. I don't think we're actually using this information anymore anywhere, but it's good to have it. Okay. Then inside of here, yeah, screw the game instance. Instead, we want to make a custom event here called set reference to BP door. Now, the only problem is that we're going to have multiple doors in a level, and it's going to override each other. So what we want to do here is we want to make this ref door, but we want to make this an array. Just so we can say, oops, add ref door BP door. I know we're using the GI for, but it should probably have that even if you use inheritance to do fields. Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. So that's so originally the GI, the game instance, was really only for overcoming the issue. Oh, hang on. Oh, whoops. Change variable type. The game instance was really only to overcome the problem. For God's sake, come on. Was only to overcome the problem, which we had in a previous prototype of a completely different game we were working on, where if the player character got deleted, I believe, we lost a bunch of references, and we couldn't, we don't want to reset them every time the player dies, because dying was a pretty frequent occurrence, and so it would get quite heavy in terms of performance, and it would be just a real ball ache to do that. So we figured, okay, what will always exist? The instance will, the game instance will, and so that's what we started using then. But obviously, it's proven to not be a catch-all in this case. So, yeah, so that it was really just trying to use functionality that really, well, wasn't really the right thing to use. So, yeah. So that's really the reason why. But for now, yeah, for information that we need to transport from level to level. Things like score, game statistics, stuff like that. We'll save all that in the game instance. We'll still keep the game instance, just not use it for what we're currently using it for. So, okay, so then in BP door, we want to grab all of this again. I should make this a macro, shouldn't I? Because I keep doing the same thing over and over. Set reference to BP door. Get reference to self. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing this right. Yeah. So let's make sure the comment says the right thing. Set reference to, not BP, GM master game mode. BP. There we go. Okay. Now the question is, where in the world is all this being used? Because look, we're referencing to the game instance a lot. And that's really something we don't want to do. Yeah, it's a little tricky now. It's a little overwhelming to now refactor all of this. Refactor blueprints to use the master game mode as the storage for references. It's just overwhelming because it's a lot of work, right? And there's a lot of no. It's definitely don't be sorry about it. It's going to save us so much time in the long run. For every prototype that we want to do that has a different game mode or anything like that, this is going to be so much better, so much better. And to be fair, I could have even done this for the player character. I haven't, but you know, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay. Yeah. So this is all fine. We can just leave this the way it is. Because even all of this functionality, and to be honest, we really don't need to do this. Yeah, we really don't need to do this. I can delete this whole function even. But at least I hope you keep messing with the hands and play around with it a little bit. Yeah, exactly. So right now, what I want to do is I want to take this out, and I want to put this inside of the master game mode, like that, and just turn this into a, turn it into a variable. Ooh, don't crash. Okay, cool. Because now I can just do everything in here, which means that really we're doing nothing anymore in here, which is excellent. I can kind of just delete this. We'll keep again play there because I just have it. There's a button for that? What do you mean a button for that? Oh, for copying over whole sets of stuff to a different blueprint, you mean? Or what do you mean? Also, counting the amount of traps in a level, we should totally just do this. Turn into grave forest that don't exist in the forest. Oh yeah, there is a button for that. Yeah, it's excellent. It's really cool. Yeah. Basically, just non-existent variables into normal variables. Yeah, absolutely. So all of this kind of also needs to go into the master. So you're telling me the master game mode will run code because it exists through the child? Yeah, it is pretty useful. You're right. I only found out about it because I am not that clean of a programmer. Yes, okay, awesome. I'm not that clean of it, so I oftentimes end up copying stuff over to different blueprints, and then it doesn't work anymore, and then, you know, that's kind of how I found out about it. Okay, well then, bonk, all of this leaves, and it's all gonna go in here, and then we're just gonna say Oopsie. We're going to say create it. We're going to say create it. And we're going to say create it. I mean, I've done it a lot too. I just spent much time manually fixing it, which makes it... No. No one's dumb here. We're all learning together here. That's the beautiful thing. But now the question becomes, inside of my UI, which I've wasted so much time. Let's see. I need to get the Dave Def counter. See, this is now getting it all from the main game mode. Which we don't need to do. Oh, we can actually just demolish this out and just do... Oh, no, we can't. Get total... Oh, because this is not specific. It obviously doesn't know yet what it's gonna... Which game mode it's gonna be and what kind of variables are gonna exist within that game mode. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, cast to GM master game mode. Now I just gotta do total Fs. Yep. And then there we go. Yep, so this will now work again. Because if I now press play, yeah, Dave Diff counter says 0, and the trapstone level thing doesn't even show up anymore. But I also think that's because I demolished that out, didn't I? Have I? No, I don't think I have. Yeah, trap counter, yeah. No, it is here. Trap counter, where are you? Here you are. So instead of this one, we're gonna cast over to GM Master Game Mode. Make it a pure cast. And then get total trapstone level. There we go. Yeah, because we're now storing all this information inside of the master, and the master will always be correct. The master will be the single source of truth, basically. Which is exactly what we want. Okay, this is very good. Because then no matter which game mode is active, I'll always have... Because this is regardless of game mode, we're going to need this functionality. So this is always active. Good. Will it now show up? Yeah, it does. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Very good. So the UI works again in that sense. Then, oh boy, let's dive into. So we don't have any code anymore into this game mode, to be entirely honest. And we might actually end up in a scenario where, we actually don't need this game mode. But I want to avoid that, to be honest, because I know there's going to be stuff that we'll have to do. So, stuff that'll be specific to this game mode. So we're going to leave it here. And we're just going to keep it the way it is. Yeah, we're basically future-proofing. That's what we're doing. So that in case we do have to make a new game mode in the future, we've always got the data we're looking for. Okay. Okay. Then, okay. Find reference to this stuff. Only in here. Okay. Well, the same goes for the player character, though, doesn't it? Like for the player character, I could pull the exact same trick. And then I could demolish some things out of it and kind of keep it specific. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do the full thing. Let's do the full change. Oh, hang on. Let's not do that again. Yep, that'll live inheritance. Well, here's the thing. Now, for the future, obviously, this is a project that already exists, right? Oh boy. Obviously, this is a project that already exists. But in the future, when we start a new project, we would do the inheritance right from the start, and then you wouldn't have to do this. That's how that would make sense. So I'm just having a look-see which folder I want to put this in. Because there's also still this one, which is going to break a lot if I delete this folder. It's a bit of a mess. Oh, let's be destructive. Yeah, first delete. Okay, alright. It's a little destructive, but it's okay. So we'll make a new folder called Master Blueprints. Parent Blueprints, really, because that's really what it is. Well, no, let's call it Master Blueprints, because that's what we call them. And then inside of here, I want to just drag out the Master Game Mode and move it into here. Move here. But thanks for the feedback earlier. I'm in your Discord, so if you have any questions about the stuff, then feel free to message me. Yeah. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for all the explanations. If you have any questions as well for me in terms of AAA or anything like that, or any career advice or stuff like that, feel free to reach out, buddy. You are amazing. I look forward to chatting some more in the future. Have a great evening. Yeah. Thanks so much for joining in. Okay, so inside of Master Blueprints, we want to create a blueprint class. Thank you, you too. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And I want to say character, and I want to say PCH Master Player Character. Very good. Then, what we want to do in this one, here we go. We want to say that in the class settings, it is actually BP, oh no, not PV, PCH Master Player Character. That's the main thing. And what we'll do in this is we're going to grab all of this functionality here, the movement functionality. We're going to demolish it out, and we're going to put it inside of here. We're going to put it inside of our master, because our master will always be active through its child. So event begin play can be over there for now. Let's just check that this still works. So just step by step. Yeah, this still works. So that is excellent. Then for the input action interact, do we want to copy all of this over? I'm just thinking. Yeah, I guess we do. And I guess this is fine. Yeah, and then what's this functionality? Throw interactable. So throw interactable is actually something we can demolish out of this blueprint, because we actually don't need it here. And we'll keep it in the other blueprint. We won't put it in the master, because it's not guaranteed that we'll have this mechanic in every character. PCH Master Player Character. That's the one we're inheriting from here. But then for... Here we go. So we're going to grab all of this, and we're going to Control Exit, and we're going to go into the master. We're going to create a new event graph called Interaction Functionality Graph, and we're going to copy it in here. There we go. Because now... Oh, hang on. Oh, camera. Oh, right. Oh, here's something interesting we can try. Something I'm not entirely sure of, but... Let's see. Oh, hang on. Alright, we need to create the variables here. Okay, this has all worked now. This is a scene component. Do we have this? Interactable socket. Here we go. Okay. So I think, and this is a big maybe. Oh yeah, it's all inherited. Look at that. Look at that. It's all inherited. We have double the amount of stuff now. Yep. So we want to delete 0, 0, 0, 0. And this one is inherited. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay, so... Whoops. Whoopsie. What is this referencing? This is referencing camera. In multiple locations. Yeah, so that's kind of what's causing the issue at the moment. Alright, there we go. That fixed it. Okay, alright, let's see if this works. It works. It works. It fucking works. Oh, well, it almost worked. It's trying to read game instance where? Here, it's trying to read game instance. And it can't do that because ref game instance doesn't exist. Oh, inside of the door this is. Okay. Let's tackle this error in a second. Because we need to fix something else first. Yep. There we go. So this is a main character. So inside of main character, we can take out the interaction code. Because this is now running a master. We don't need to run this twice. For throwing, though, we'll keep that in. Because this is not run in the master. So we can keep that in. In terms of movement input, we don't need that anymore. Because that's running the master. And this stuff we also don't need anymore. Because all of that is no longer required. Oops, hold on. Nope. Okay. And then here we delete it. This out. This away. Okay. And we'll actually make a separate called throwing functionality. And in here, that's where we'll put this functionality. Let's keep it nice and specific. So that everything is really easy to find. Okay. So that is basically a lot of stuff demolished out of different blueprints and instead unified under one parent, which is so awesome. That is so nice. We can do this for our traps as well. Oh man, we can do this for everything. Inheritance is the way to go. It's the way to go on everything. Incredible, incredible. Oh man, a world is opening up. Okay. Alright. Such a rarely... I know. But Juggler, I assume, because I assume this is a basic code principle. I assume something like this exists in Unity as well, right? I'm gonna assume that's very similar, or at least has similar functionality. Like, I don't hope this is engine specific. Yeah, this is how you... Yeah, exactly, yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm starting to feel slightly more like a programmer. Yes. Ultimately, I'll get there. Inheritance and interfaces, yeah. Okay, so that's basically just... almost any language will have stuff like that. Or maybe even old languages? I don't know. So time dilation we don't need. And now we have master player character, in which we're saving the most important things. Oh, excellent. This is so good. This is so good. Okay, so having done that, so I don't need this instance. Game instance, sorry. Play controller, I need to kind of do the same thing for, even though we're really not doing a lot here. Yeah, we're really not doing a lot here, so this is okay. We can keep this the same, because it's not really... yeah, well, the only thing we're doing differently is the type of UI we're setting. C++ is a beast inheritance, it can do multi-parent inheritance, it gets complex fast. Yeah, I can imagine. I haven't even thought about multi-parent inheritance. Jesus Christ, I didn't even know that was a thing. CR keeps it simple, allows only one parent class, right? Okay. But surely there's a... Is there a benefit to multi-parent inheritance? How do I want to do this? Yeah, I guess we can just, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's only going to be for super complex edge cases that you want to do stuff like that. I'm just going to keep this the same for now, just to not focus too much on refactoring. Okay, but that brings us to AI, because that's where this whole conversation started. So, inside of here, I think we actually want to move our AI over to master blueprint section. Move here. And then we can delete this. Oh boy. So, assets referencing the pending deleted assets. But we're not deleting, we're only deleting a folder. Or is this a redirector thing? Fix up redirectors. Save level, the level I'm in right now. I really don't want to replace it. Let's put it as 2 for now. Oh. Second crash of today. Excellent. Also, Unreal 5.1 has gone into beta. Or has gone into, like, testing mode or whatever. Public testing. Which is cool. Which means we're going to get a new update in the next month or 2 months or so. Which is going to, well... everything from from 5.0.1 to up to 5.0.3 has been hot fixes and quick fixes and stuff like that. But 5.1 is going to be it's going to probably be a big one. But now the question is, what has this done to this folder? If I now try to delete this folder, let's give it a shot. It's so destructive what I'm doing, but I'm sure it's fine. If we play now, nothing could go wrong. No, see, everything's fine. Alright. So, we want to go inside of here. And we actually want to set destination location. So this is something that needs to be done somewhere else, which is where does this get done? I believe this gets done inside of the level functionality, which we also should all move to master blueprints, by the way. But instead of adventure path, I think we're doing this. So we're adding this whole... Oh yeah, oh, this is where we started, right. Yeah, so instead of adding this to main game mode, we want to create a variable for this inside of the master game mode, and then call that, and then do that, basically. That's what we want to do. So we want to make a location array called adventurer destination array. So we want to go variables, adventurer destination. And I'm just gonna, for the good order, seeing as I'm gonna refactor this anyway, I'm gonna call this location array. Well, hold on. Destination location array. That is more accurate to what we're doing here, which is a vector 3. And we want to make this an array. Yeah, and then in here, I want to cast to master game mode. Success, and then we want to actually get adventurer. Whoop. That was new. I haven't seen it do that before. Okay. So now the trick is to grab this and that, and to then copy it up over here. Oh no, hang on. Grab this and this, and then Control C, Control V, and basically demolish this out and shove this back in between like that. Oh no, stop that. There we go. Loop body, true, this. There we go. Same goes again. Alright, excellent. So we started with animations, and now we're here. Excellent. Okay. So, but this is going to be much better for long. And for the next prototype we'll do, we'll know this going forward, which will be so much better. Oops. There we go. It'll just be so much better. Okay, and then over here, let's see, are we doing anything specific? Yeah, we're doing some wacky stuff, and we don't really want to do this. No, we don't. We just want inside of the controller, inside of the controller, well, even better, inside of the master game mode, we want to go in here, which you want to pull some of this stuff apart. This is all level functionality stuff. Level functionality blueprints, like that. And in here, I want to make a custom event called set reference to BPAI. Oh no, sorry. To AIC adventurer controller. And what I would want to do here, I want to say show bubble and zoom, so that when I've got lots of references, I can quickly see what I'm doing where. We'll create an input. It's called ref AIC adventurer controller. AIC adventurer controller, like that. And we want to create this into a variable, just like that. Perfect. For those of you, if you're new here and you're wondering how I'm saving these variables so quickly with the right name and everything, that is the Blueprint Assist plugin that's doing that. It costs 26 euros or 36 euros, but it is a time saver that is insane. Setting references to AI related blueprints. And we just want to do this again, but then for the AI character. Add a custom event called set reference to AI main character. So obviously we would then also create inheritance for the AI character, and we would do this for everything. Everything gets inherited. Everything. Ref AI main character. And I'll make this AI. Oops. AI main character. And we want to promote that to a variable. Perfect. And inside of here. So on possess, we actually want to run the very first thing we want to run. Let's make this a sequence like that, and then here we want to say if no, we don't want that. We want to get game mode. We want to cast to GM master game mode. We want to make this a pure cast. And then we want to plug this into here. And we want to say as the master game mode, set reference to, this is the controller. And then reference to self. There we go. Perfect. Well, almost perfect. I just gotta... Whoops. I just gotta move the comment box down. No, stop that. Come on, let me group select things. Stop this madness. Fine, I'll do it differently. Oh my god, okay, fine, I'll do it really differently. Screw you, Blueprints. I'm smarter. He says, full of confidence. Well, none of this matters, because look, I can just do this, and this, and then I can magically press F. Ah, bollocks. Come on. It's weird, so this is one of those hot fixes that still needs to happen. But there we go, now it works, there we go. Alright. And now we've got this as well. So that is just really good. And then all we have to do, because I don't actually think we're doing much in this blueprint per se. I think. No, I don't think so. So then all we just got to do is go into AI main character. Oh, there's nothing competent in here. So bad. So bad. So I just gotta say if get game, oh god, game mode, and then say oops, cast to GM master, oops, master game mode, like that. Turn it into a pure cast, check if it succeeds, and if it does, set reference to AI main character, to which we get self. Like that, and like that. Perfect. It's formatted and everything. They basically maintain the same functionality, which is good. Okay, let's see. What are we doing here? So... set destination location, which we're also calling from somewhere else. This is starting to get confusing. Why am I not just calling straight to the adventurer controller? That's my question. I don't know where this is being called. I've got no idea where this is being called. But I think it's in here, right? Yeah, oh yeah, right. That's what we started doing, what we did. And then I think all of this goes like that. Like that. When all four loops are finished. Oh, that's definitely not what I'm waiting for. Set the adventure destination in AI main character. So yeah, okay, so we're still casting to this here, which we don't want. We want to cast to GM master game mode. We want to make this a pure cast. Oopsie. And we want to plug this in and get adventurer destination location array. Okay, so that's almost correct. Now, additionally, what we want to do here, because now we can actually replace this stuff, we can actually say get ref AI main character. And that'll still work. Isn't that excellent? Isn't that just excellent? One central place that can be read regardless of the game mode we're using. Now, we don't actually need to delay this anymore, because we were doing that for a different reason, because of something else. Yeah, this should still work. Let's test this. Okay. Yeah, so this is still too fast. Okay, that sucks a little bit. Well, you could easily solve this, which would actually avoid all of this. Yeah, we could literally, since we know this has to happen anyway, Control D. Come on, seriously? Nope, you stay back. Stop it. Get out of here. Rerouter. There you go. Stay in your place. So, oh, hang on, what's this? Here we go. We are gonna get to animations today. We are. So then what we'll do inside of master game mode, after this is done, because we're calling this inside of, oh, hang on. What are we calling this? Oh, right, inside of Adventure Path. Oh, actually, oh yeah, okay, so this is gonna get interesting. This is gonna get a little interesting. Because what we can do is we can say custom event called set adventurer destination location, like that. And then from there we can add adventurer destination location array, which is a vector, and specifically a vector array. Yeah, I know. There we go. Okay, that almost solves it, because what we can do then, we can pass through the ref AI main character. AI main character. Not as an array, as a single. See? Oh. No, stop this madness. Because now what we can do instead of here, because this will all get set at the same time, essentially, I hope. Let's see, in Adventurer Path, I can now call for set adventurer destination location. And from here I can grab this. And I can grab this. Now, assuming this all gets set on time, which is a bit of a big assumption. Yeah, because that still goes wrong. Okay. Because we're still faster on one than the other. Okay, I might be slightly overcomplicating it here. Yeah. Well, I can reverse it actually. But this might make it a little messy, I think. But let's give it a shot. So inside of main character, we can do this, we can do this. as for the target, because we know this gets created before main character gets created. Like that. Yep, that works. Set the adventurer destination location in the PP adventurer path when the reference to the AI main character has been created. There we go. So this will be only very specific cases where we need the order to be correct. Where we need to force the order, more like. Okay, so now we know that this is happening. But my question is, why are we doing this in the main character when we could be doing this straight up in the controller? We don't need to go through the main character. Unless go to destination. No, this grabs it straight from the adventurer controller, so why am I making that step in between? I don't need to. I can just bully this out. Yeah, I can just destroy it, and then instead of controller, well, no, instead of adventure path, I can instead, sorry, instead of doing this here, and move it up like that. Adjust the comments to AIC adventurer controller, and then I just need to change. Whoops. Instead of here, I need to change this AIC main adventurer controller, and in here I can say set destination location, because this asks for the exact same thing. And then here, I just need to. Oh, actually, I just need to rename it. Hang on. AIC adventurer controller. And then we can plug this right in. There we go. And now this will just get set straight away. We don't need to go through the steps that we did earlier. So now the question becomes, okay, will this now work? Come on, Dave. You got this, Dave. Dave doesn't have it. Because there's 2 errors. Okay. Let's find out what this is. Let's do the first one first. This one is now calling stupid stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So what I really want is yeah, what I really want to do is not this. Inside of BP door, because BP door is now setting, yep, setting the right references. So what we actually want to do is we want to demolish this out, and we actually want to say cast to GM, guest to game mode, nope, GM master game mode, make it a pure cast. Now the only risk here is that if ooh, oh yeah, get AIC. If for some reason the AI controller doesn't exist, it's going to complain about it. Which is obviously a bit of a problem. But that's assuming the AI controller doesn't exist, and that's never really the case. Okay, I have another question. It's refactor day, fellas. It's not that I don't have a question, but it's more that It's more that it's an extra thing we need to refactor. Yeah, so this should solve this error, but we have another error. Let's find out what it is. Ref adventure path that couldn't read. Where is this? Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright, so now the adventure controller is being created before the ref adventure path. So, what we want to do in that case is we actually want to move this over to here. Man, the order of stuff, am I right? And actually, instead of doing it this way, let's do it properly right away. Let's call this on a custom event. Custom event called reference to adventure path set. And we can call that here reference to adventure path set. And then we can just grab, where is it? Adventure path and controller. Very good. And then we move it like that. Okay, this should solve both those issues. There we go. Oh no, we're still getting one thing. Okay, but this is a different error, so that means we're progressing. So it's saying of length 0. Right, it's saying that this is empty, basically. And why is that? Is it because, and I think this is the reason, this is getting called before this has finished, and so it reads nothing. Which is why it only needed to happen once we're actually finished. When am I calling this at the moment? Where am I calling this at the moment? Hang on. Where am I calling this at the moment? I'm not calling this in the master game mode. Set adventure location destination. Right, that's here. So I am calling this way too early. Yeah, I need to rename this and not add this here. I need to basically say all adventure adventure path points set in array. Because when that is the case, and that happens in here, which happens when this has finished, after which I can just grab this and say get all adventure points paths stuff function name. You know, it's a good sign when you start slurring your blueprint functions. Then it's oh god. Then it's always a good sign. Oop. There we go. Now this will happen correctly, I think. go. It's unlocked. Dave, are you gonna... Dave moves. Dave moves. Holy balls, Dave moves. And no errors. Oh. Oh. Dave has moved. I repeat, Dave has in fact... Oh shit. Dave has in fact moved. Adventure Path 1. There we go. That is obviously not the appropriate way to do it, because you're going to create that shit, but this is fine. And then we're just going to move this a little in. Like that. Okay. Alright, so now Dave is going to move all the way. So let's open up the door. And when Dave starts moving, here we go, here he goes. Come on, Dave, move. Oh, Dave still died. How did Dave die? Come on, Dave, move. Okay, hang on. Whoa. Refactoring everybody. Okay, alright, let's handle this in a second. I just want to, I just want to, let's pop this in here. I just want to close some of these. And then I just want to quickly dive into this blueprint specifically, because I just want to make sure that what we're moving includes the collision box. Because at the moment it doesn't look that way. And then we do Alt-C. Oh no, it does. It's just the collision box is too big. You see that? So we just have to change the collision box. We can't make it a box. Well, we can, but we just need to very much decrease it on the X. Just keep it here. There we go. Now Dave won't die from stupidity. From stupid collision boxes. There we go. Alright, go on, Dave. Alright, Dave, you do it. Yes! We have a core gameplay loop, fellas. We've got it. Go on, Dave. You can do it. Oh, man. Okay. Excellent. Ah, the only problem is that we don't have those errors anymore. It's never a good sign when errors disappear when you change a collision box. So let's make Dave die again, and then we'll get those errors back. Give me my errors back. Alright, here we go. Come on, Dave. Let me do you a favor. Death. There we go. Alright. Let's fix these. Set value as int. Alright, where is this happening? In which this is an AI main character. And where are we doing this? We're trying to do this inside of the AI controller. So this is very simple. Because now we can and I can even do this more efficiently now that I think of it. I can even say, I can even promote this to a variable, because this will never ever change. And I can say, yeah, I just keep this name and just stick it in between there. Oops. And then from now on, I can just have a party and basically just say get ref. I just straight up get the controller to which I can get the blackboard. And that's then much better. And the same goes for this. I don't need any of this. I can literally just grab this and fix that. Same goes here. I can just say as game mode. Add a Dave death. Oops. There we go. Okay, it's again 2 things wrong. Target has died. There we go. There we go. No other references. Okay, let's refactor these guys. There we go. Nice and up close again. Okay, so that's the first one fixed. The second one... Is this in a similar blueprint? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's okay. Then this one... Oh, same thing. Okay. Add a Dave death. Yep, same thing. Add a Dave death. Same thing. Adventurer has died. Here we go. This is a different one. Yep, so instead of this, we just actually want to go... we can actually just cast to PC main player controller. Convert to pure cast. We can get player controller, and then we can just say if this is true. Trigger that. Put it in between, and then this will always work. Assuming that this is now our master. Actually, it's not, is it? It's not. I've got a question. Cast to GM master game mode. Then if I make this a pure, get player controller. I can get a class, but then it's not specific, so that's okay. This is so stupid. Well, it's not stupid. It is actually really ingenious. I just never knew about it. Player controller, master player controller. And then we put this in here. Like that. And then inside of the other player controller blueprints, we can take this out because we really don't need this. And all of this stuff can go into the master. Like that. And we actually don't need any of this. We just need so this depends a little, doesn't it? Yeah, you'd have to create a master UI as well. So I guess what we could do instead, we can keep this individual for now. The escape functionality we'll keep in here. Oh, hang on. And we'll keep this. Okay. Come on, there we go. Okay. And we'll keep this the same. However, what we'll do, instead of getting ref UI, we will instead, grab just ref UI that's in here. Which is not compatible. Which makes sense. Adventurer has died. Yep. rest of it is all fine for now. Okay. Now we just gotta do the same thing for the other one. For this player controller. We gotta put this out. We gotta take... so if it's valid, we want to... Oops. We want to... Come on. Promote to variable. And we'll call this ref UI. But we want to do this like that. That's the right order. And then here we'll grab this and we'll grab this. There we go. And then there we go. We can refactor that. Much better. Much better. And we don't actually need to do any of this. We can oops. Like that, like that. Actually, instead of ref UI, we just want to grab this instead. There we go. Much cleaner, much better, much neater. We don't need to do any of this. This is much better. Yep, that's fine. We don't need this anymore either. We can just grab this here. Okay, same goes for this actually. Okay. And now the only thing we just gotta do in class settings, we're just gonna make sure that this is inheriting from the right one. Same goes for this one. PC master player controller. Okay, very good. Okay, so this is okay for now. And now we've got everything else in here. That is perfect. Okay, I can't remember why I was doing that, but I did. Oh yeah, it had to do with this thing. So instead of main player controller, we just want to go get PC, whoops, nope, cast to PC master player controller. Convert to pure cast. And now we want to say adventurer. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, we did forget something. So instead of this one, we are missing some functionality. Adventurer has died. Alright, because I didn't make that specific, did I? Yeah, I haven't made that specific. Yeah, and I didn't do that because the UI might change. Yeah. Yeah, and I do want to make that a thing. Well, actually, yeah, this makes complete sense. I can just go into my master player controller, just create an event, custom event called add Dave death, like that. Actually, I don't think it's called. Adventurer has died is what it's called. Sorry. Adventurer, oops. Adventurer has died. And then instead of grabbing this one, we can grab adventurer. Right, but then we don't need to do this because there's no code in there, so we can just do this. So now, if we were in here, not in here, in here, and we cast this and we just, adventurer has died, it doesn't matter which controller is active in the scene, it is just going to call this event. And so if I go now into this one, and instead of this one I have adventurer has died, there we go. Now this will work. I am sure of it. Oop, there we go. Open up that door. Alright, come on, Dave. Start moving. Ooh. Oh, shit. There we go. It worked. Without errors. Okay. The refactor seems to work. Which is fucking excellent. Who would have thought that that's what we'd be doing today? I sure shit didn't. Yeah. So I just gotta do that now. There we go. This works so much better. Okay. 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 So, seeing as that works now, the only thing I could now do to really stress test, it's not really a stress test, but to really check if I've replaced everything, is if I were to delete everything here. And I'm gonna do that, because that's how I know. Yeah, seems to be perfectly fine. Alright, I'm just gonna use everything. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this. Ah, Dave almost made it. Come on, Dave. Can you make it through without... Oh shit, without my intervention? Oh! He got so close. He got so close. Nope. Off he goes again. Well, Dave, I admire your dedication to the cause. Oh, he gets so close every time. He gets so close every time. Alright, very good. Okay, alright. Okay, so that actually works. So where this started initially is with the UE4 mannequin. That's where this started. So let me change this. Adding character animations. Let me change the title on Twitch as well to make sure people know what we're doing. Change stream info. Adding character animations. Alright, excellent. Very good. Okay. I actually don't like this song. Get out of here. Now, what we actually want to do, meshes, we want to go into our, where is it? Master AI, into our AI main character. And then what we want to do is we want to delete our cube. We'll keep our arrow, but our cube needs to go. Because instead of mesh, we want to say SK mannequin. Now, SK mannequin will go down a little, like that. Is that roughly it? That's roughly it. And then we're going to move them like that. And we're just going to compile that. Oops. It's just preparing the shaders, so we're just going to let it run the shaders for a minute. It's just 98 shaders, so it shouldn't be too long. It's already a nice white character again. It's his default material. Alright, there we go. It's fully compiled the shaders. Now if we were to open these up. There's Dave. Dave, you look different. What happened? Go on, Dave. Ah, oh, he's dead. Okay. Now, as for Dave, we have him as skeletal mesh. So that is actually all fine on that end. Now, all that we need, and I'll just add a new folder for this called animations. We're going to import some animations now, because I believe if I just check, let's just double check which animations are in this. Default base move animations. Yeah, I believe. Oops, no, that's twice. believe if we check this, no, we definitely don't want that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so this is exactly what we need, right? We need... It's a bit of a very confident walk that Dave's got going on there, but it works. It has all directions, it has jumps and stuff, it has sprints, it has stopping, it has rolling, it has all that kind of stuff. All that kind of good stuff. And it has a sudden stop. And I think it even has a dying animation, I want to say. Has a leaping animation, has a rolling animation. There you go, you can sprint. He's got a jump in all directions, he's got a hang. So this will definitely serve most of our purposes, right? Even if we can't find a death animation just yet, it'll serve most of our, yeah. So we can add it to project, and we can add this to the Saving the Adventurer at the project. There we go, so it's not a big, big amount of files. So this has all the animations we need, and yeah, and this will allow us to get started. Import all this stuff. Thank you. Alright, now we want to grab all of these. And we actually want to... wait, where did I put the... Hang on. Where did I put the animations folder? What? Oh, okay. I guess it automatically grabbed my folder. Look, we've got all the animations here, which is excellent. Now, I believe... yeah, we don't need this, because this is just the basic stuff, so we actually don't need any of this. The question is... Yeah, see, so that's going to be a problem. So, we don't want to do that. Instead, we just want to kind of retarget all of this. No, we don't want to do that. Oop, hang on. We want to bind it to a new... Oh yeah, retarget, here we go. Oh, but this doesn't... It's going to duplicate everything, we don't want that. Okay, for the sake of ease, let's delete the one that we have, which is somewhere here. Here we go. It's this stuff. Let's delete that. I know it's going to be yep, force delete. It's not the problem. And then we'll go inside of AI main character, and this one will now become this one again. There we go. So this will now work. Excellent. Okay, very good. Then what we need is inside of here, we need a folder called... actually, do we need a folder? We probably don't. We can just make it straight up. Where is it? Animation blueprint. Blueprint. There it is. We want to grab this one for a specific skeleton. Create. Anim BP. Just in case there's inheritance here as well. Master Anim Adventurer Anim PP. Okay. Now this has been quite some time. But I believe, if I remember correctly, there are states and there is conditions for those states, and I believe Anim node. Evaluate. So if I just do play, where is it? Play idle. Play default idle. Yeah, but this is not what I'm looking for. Is this the physics asset? Okay, let's do some Googling real quick. Animation blueprints. Let's just grab the documentation real quick. And we can go through it together. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, creating animation from skeletons, so we've done all that. That is all fine. This is the same thing. Okay, so let's go one back because we've done this. So you have the event graph and you have the anim graph, and we need the anim graph. Final pose for the skeletal mesh for the current frame. By default, each animation has an anim graph which can have animation nodes placed within it. Okay. Execution flow is the same as everything else. So what am I looking for then? I'm looking for something else. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Which is just the anim graph. The anim graph. So that is what I'm in. Yeah. So how does one set that up? That same view that it has here. Anim graph, here we go. Yeah, we just saw this already. Right, state machines. That is it. Add a new state machine. And then, yes, here we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. Add a state. State idle. And then from there, we want to add a state called, oh shit. Oh no, balls. I don't want to go that far. We want to add a state called walking. Then for walking, because look, we can have a transition rule here. But for walking specifically, we want to play walk. Walk forward default. Like that. Here we go. Now I'm starting to get it. For idle, we want to play idle. Idle default. Like that. And another step would be to use blend spaces, which means you can blend between two animations so they don't snap. And I'll show you in a second what that means. And basically, you want to make sure that these two can go back and forth. And you want to make sure that the state machine, which we'll have to name default animation states. See, at the moment this is just idling because there's no condition rule here. So we're just going to make sure that we got to make this something else. We got to say yeah, we have to promote this to a variable and we have to call it something else. We have to say is idle question mark. And if it's true, it'll move into if it's true, it'll move into idle. If it's not true, it'll move into walking. Or it might be doing it the other way around now. I'm not entirely sure. So can enter transition. What? Oh, right. Oh, right. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. That's good. And then what we want to do is we want to go into the AI main character. And we just want to make sure that when they are not idling, which I'm not sure if that gets arranged here, to be honest. I also noticed the music has stopped. That's probably because we ran through the list. So let's go through this list. There we go. So probably let's check the the behavior tree. Reset inventory hesitation. Has hesitated. So when this is true, also inside of main character, we want to create a variable called isIdle. isIdle. And then we want to say, set isIdle to false after we've done that, basically. Yeah. And then when in this one we check for idling, it has hesitated is false. Go here and then grab this and set isIdle to true. There we go. Now, this in theory should work. See idling? Nope. Oh, I know why. We forgot to add it. Use animation blueprint, this one. Yep, there we go. Can we quickly check if he's idling? Yeah, our boy's idling. Alright, let's see. Open this up. Okay, so it doesn't quite enter the right states yet. Because... Probably because we want to go into components. No, not components. We want to go into the mesh. We want to probably get the animation. This won't do it. No, it won't. How do we reference that properly? How do you reference an animation BP? Cast to AnimBP. Yeah, you can do that. This inherits from something else. Yeah, from anim instance, which is not what you want to do. No. Okay. Hold on, let me check something. Cast to anim BP. Because can I set isIdle here? Yeah, I can. Yes, that's what you want to do. But how you reference that, I am not sure. Character. No. Rendering. Nope. Actor. No. Nope. perhaps inside of the event graph, we might be able to do something here. Event blueprint of the animate. That's not really it. Event. We can have a begin play. And then on this we could say yeah, well, yeah, look, we could cast to GM master game mode. We could convert to pure cast. We can get game mode. When this succeeds, we can promote to variable for one. And once it happens, we can say what? Why have I doubled everything? Oh no. God. I've made an oopsie. Custom event, set reference to adventurer and MVP. And we want to make this an MVP reference, and we'll call this ref adventurer and MVP. Promote the variable. Set reference to adventure and MVP, like that. Now we want to get self, like that. Okay. This will be fine for now. Except of course when inheritance strikes, then we need to do it a little differently, but for now this is fine. I'm not expecting to be using different animation blueprint, or to be inheriting from an animation blueprint at the moment, so. Okay, so if that's all set up, setting references to animation related EPs. And then what we actually want to do inside of the anim is idle. Yeah, I might be setting this on the wrong condition, but we'll see. But if I have this, then I know that inside of here I can, instead of trying to set it inside of the main character blueprint, which won't work, I can set this now inside of somewhere else. So I can say cast to GM master game mode, convert to pure cast, get game mode. If this succeeds, then I can say get ref and MVP. And I can say set is idle to false because they have hesitated. There we go. And the same goes for the other place where we're setting this, which is here. Like that. I want to set it to true. There we go. Excellent. I'll fix the comment boxes at a later time. He says every time. Alright, then this should now work, I think. Yeah. Pretty sure this is the case. Let's wait for him to hesitate. There you go. Okay, so it's just not. It needs to use root motion for the animation. Hang on. So the only thing is that we need to force this initially. Which actually we can just say it inside of the anim graph, in the event graph here. We can just say, hey, set this to false. It's going to introduce an issue, but oh yeah, it does introduce an issue. Oh shit, hang on. Yep, this now does it wrong constantly. It hesitates. Yeah, okay. Okay, this has messed it up now. I actually just want to recreate the exact same thing, because I know that the root motion thing is correct. And that's really the main issue, right? Because we don't want it to walk forward and then snap back. We just want it to walk in place, basically. Come on, Dave. Get over here. Alright, Dave, do your thing. That hasn't quite done it yet. Hang on. Shit, what's the other one set to? Oh, it's all set on. Oh, hold on. Yeah, because this is now. This is a little annoying with this type of animation. That it will, like, normally you'd like an animation to just be animated in place. That'd be much better. There we go. Oh, this is now. Come on, let's do it again. Do it again. Yeah. So I think this is inside of the animations where this is going wrong. So if I go in the animations and I just find walk. Walk forward default. This is the one I need. Now I believe enable root motion. There we go. That's what I needed. Now the second thing I just need to fix, I need to flip this round. Not what I'm doing here, but what I'm doing here. And then this one needs to be set to false. Either that or I need to flip it inside of the... Oop. Alright, come on, Dave. Oh, you're still doing it wrong. Hang on. You may pass. Huh? Come on, Dave. We both know you're going to do it again. Now you're not doing anything at all anymore. What? Okay, hang on. But I kind of just need to go into sorry, into the, and in here I want to say, so is idle is fine. Default is yes. Default is idle. That's the default. It's the default we go for. That still doesn't work. This is a little strange. Well, okay, I can fix this by just doing not. Oh, hang on. And not boolean like that. Alright, Jagu. Thanks, Jagu. I appreciate that. I'll publish it on Steam tonight. You have a great night, buddy. Thanks so much for joining the stream. You're a legend. Oops, I just gotta go into the anim graph. No, not the anim graph. This one. And this one. I gotta make it in that. Thanks so much for joining, buddy. I really appreciate it. Now this should work. Nope. If the standard is idle. Whoop. Oh, I could already open that without even locking it. Cool. This is still not working. I'm not quite sure why. Okay, let's stop overthinking it. If it's idle, if it is idle, let's swap these two around. Oops. Hang on. So let's actually drag it from here. And then like this. Compile. So now we're automatically always walking. However, if I set is idle to standard true. Oh, for some reason. Oh, hang on. Apply. But if I then click play, yeah, he's already walking. The walking is working now, which looks great. He looks so strong. He looks like he's about to go and like demolish someone's life or something. Okay, but now, okay. All right, we've almost got it. We've almost got it. It's just a matter of getting this stuff right now. I need to swap this around. Oop. Okay, this is almost right, but man, look at him stomping around. Such a powerful walk. He's like, I'm about to. Oh, hey, it works. Well, it switched, but then it didn't switch back. And that is because of something. The main thing I can imagine doing is by adding it as extra tasks inside of inside of the behavior tree. That could be a way to do it, but that seems really cluttered. Especially because you can't just do it based on variables. When this happens, when this set is idle to true, then when it finishes again and it goes into this, we need this to happen sooner, basically. Yeah. Like that. And then like that. This is a little complicated, but... Okay, almost. Almost. We just need to flip it now. Flip. Flip. And the standard needs to be not true. There we go. There we go. Hang on, why is that not working? Let's try it again. Okay, for some reason I can already unlock it without, now it's broken again. Yeah, now it's fully broken. What? There we go. But this now makes it a standard walk, which feels strange. Okay, it doesn't allow me to do that. It does allow me to unlock it before it's done. Okay. There we go, we slow down. Okay, now it's fully broken. Is idle to yes? And is idle to no? It's just a matter of finding the right combination here. Yeah, no, that does it wrong. Well, except for it doesn't. I think I'm setting it too often. So what if I just were to ignore this? What happens then? So this guy is gonna walk. We're gonna pause this tramp. Okay. So this has to be false. Well, look, first things first. It never goes straight to walking. And we're walking over here. The first pose you enter is idle. Always will be. So let's see what happens when we do that. We're idle. Good. Okay. Now, what we need to do, we need to go in here, and we need to run this code. Because we need to say, okay, we're no longer idle. Okay, so I'm not sure why that is not working. think is idle might be the wrong name for the variable, because I think we actually need to think about the opposite. No, that still doesn't work. Oh shit. Okay, it's just got through. So now it's not working at all anymore. Is there a better way to do this? There probably is. So idle is active for... Let's change this let's change the variable that does this. Is no longer idle. And we'll just change this name without the question mark. So when we want for him to be no longer idle, is no longer idle. No, not get, sorry. Set is no longer idle to true, and is idle to false. Like that. Then when we hesitate, we want to set is idle to well, yeah, we want to kind of just take this out. Ah, shit, hold on. We want to just take this out and move it all the way to the front. Like that. And then once that finishes, we just want to do this again. Like this. And we want to say set is no longer idle. Actually, do we? No, we don't. No, we don't. We're already taking care of this. We shouldn't do this double. We need to, up here, we need to say is no longer idle. Set is no longer idle to false, and the rest to true. Yeah. Because then it's the opposite of this. Oh, I just gotta make sure this is actually in there. I'm glad I caught that, because that would have been a ball ache. So then we're idle. And then we start walking, and then we're idle again. So this almost works. Hesitate for me. Okay, so it's just the wrong way around now. That's all it is now. We can close this, by the way. So we just gotta flip these around, and we'll change those names in a second as well. If this proves to work, then we'll change the names. We're idle, and we're moving. Step, 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 step. There we go. We pause that trap. And we're idle, and we step. This works now. Okay, I'll make a detailed breakdown on why this now works when I get a time for it next week. But for now, this works excellent, and it works pretty well too. That is awesome. Yeah, it's just that when he gets there, he doesn't actually do anything. So, okay. Nice, we did it. We actually did it. So we just got to change these names now to adventurer idle. Hold on, nope. Adventurer is idle. And then this one is adventurer is not idle. Very good. So we just gotta compile and save. Compile and save. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So that now means that the reference works too, which is nice, and that's a good surprise. which means next time, well, in the future, maybe not next time, but in the future, when we want to add jumping to it, we can do the same thing for the jumping and everything. So I have no worries there. That's very good. And it means that right now, we can cross off the refactor. We did that. And we've added animations. We don't have a depth animation, but let's add this as a separate stretch goal, shall we? Stretch goal. Oh, I could have just copied it. There we go. A dying animation. Very cool. Alright, I'm going to move over to this screen. I'm going to thank everyone that was here for watching. Thank you all so much. You're all amazing. For those of you that enjoyed the stream, feel free to leave a follow, or feel free to, if you want to talk more about anything game dev related, feel free to join the Discord. Oh, nice. There we go. And beyond that, I hope all of you have an amazing evening, and hopefully we'll speak soon. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.